Oh, I've come live quicker than I anticipated. My lovers, my beautiful online community. I'm really, even though I'm in control of doing this broadcast, I have rushed into it. It's seemingly, I feel like it comes live a little quicker than what I was once used to, because I wanted to switch the, I don't even know what you say, your phone's either vertical or horizontal. I have had a really lovely slow morning this morning, and I'm feeling called to just share with the community some changes that I'm making. Uh, I'm I'm doing a little bit of work on the website app, so that I can keep subscribers connected. And of course, if you ever want to book a private reading or do yoga with me, then you absolutely can. YouTube is really where I started broadcasting and sharing about my healing journey. And I do feel a connection with the community here on YouTube. And so I'm going to keep it up. And I dabbled, like I think I first created a TikTok account back in 2021, I want to say. And because I was doing, Facebook and my website and Instagram and YouTube, it all just got a bit much. And I came off TikTok, and then I recently went back on it, and I find the landscape on TikTok quite community oriented. On a certain level, there's still a lot of scammy, trolly, body energy both on YouTube and TikTok, but more recently there's this energetic charge coming through that's sort of calling me to greater silence and stillness and simplicity. And the heart of where my brand comes from is that essence of well-being and authenticity and truth. And I'm suddenly thinking, gosh, we're all becoming a slave to these apps. And I'm an entrepreneur, right? And I'm selling digital products and some physical products via the internet. Uh, and yet it's shifting, because even recently interactions where it's like, now there's this app and this app and this app, a Blue Sky and a Red Note and what up, Julie? It and I'm finding myself in my own addictive lures with social media, just overwhelmed by it all. I'm thinking, so part of my online entrepreneurialism was to detach from the grind of a rat race, even as a yoga teacher. Hala, okay, there's the reason we became my lover, as in affirming that call, because I just want to sit in nature. I recently got back from Morocco. I was teaching every day, and it was beautiful to just be on the beach. And what have I been reading? And reading a book, getting to know my own nervous system, and I'm just finding it all so noisy. It's disorienting, and I'm feeling I want to dance more. And I'm an introvert. I'm cool with hanging out on my own. I want to roller skate more. I'm my body is so sore. I did hoops for the first time in like 4 weeks, and I could barely move. And I had an online yoga client. She canceled this morning, and where there's that little bit of like, yeah, that was meant to be. But I feel at the same time, I love the internet, and I love that I've met these amazing people on the internet, and some have become really, truly my besties, and a support system that I never, it's like beyond the wildest dreams. And yet, I do not, as a human being on this planet and where this brand is coming from, I don't want to get swept into the noise and the rat race, which I probably am in this moment, but like, oh, just the insanity. I work for myself, you know. I don't have like a team of people doing things for me behind the scenes, and I recently even got contacted by a, you know, SEO manager, and I don't like, something in me, I just don't buy it anymore. As in, people be buying the followers, and there's just this fucking race to be a celebrity, importante, sell, push, special, and like, and I get it. I'm a human too, and I have vanity too, but my heart is just like, stop, stop it all. Here we be on YouTube, and and like, I again, there's like a connection for me with YouTube, because for me it's kind of like in a ridge. I'm sure that way back in the Dizzy, back maybe like 2008 even, a group of us were doing like a femme fatale, some sort of like little short film, and we put it on YouTube, you know, before we were all on YouTube. And I engage with creators on YouTube. So a lot of my favorite astrologers and the stuff that has like inspired me over the years to kind of speak more of my truth come from Hala YouTube. I'm thinking of Peter Joseph and Zeitgeist, and you know, it just feels a bit more grounded, and there's long form content still, so I can still engage with videos that are longer than a couple minutes. And whereas like TikTok, I've just found a couple, more than a couple, creators where I'm finding the intellectual dialogue and like the information that people are sharing to be wow, like holy cow. There's so much for me to learn, and yet this morning I've had to remove my Instagram and Blue Sky and Red Note and Discord and Circle and like, I've just cleansed my phone, because I truly feel the call to like cultivate more quietude in my heart space and my mind, and let go of the push and allow life to show me. And I've likely talked about this stuff, but it's been all in my head. And something shifting recently where there's a deeper embodiment, like my that like it's all landing in the body, and I don't have the space for all of that noise or all the other voices, and I have love and respect for all of it. I'm so pleased. Yeah, you look at the divine timing of this Hala Shazam. Because the last even few weeks have been so energetically electrical, and certain patterns, I'm like, I can't do it anymore. And I want to keep honoring that authenticity, to like trust my intuition, right? Trust the call, and like, we live and die on this planet, and I um yeah, I'm tired of it, and knowing the truth of it. um like, none of it's real in that regard, and I'm I just I'm so like, there's such a joyfulness of just creating my world, which is like, yes, here and sharing with our Yao lovers, and yet I'm visualizing a space where I can dance, and I maybe share that with some people. I booked a rate, you know, one of those kind of yoga raves. I'm going mid-March, and some of my friends here locally in the Southwest are really doing amazing work, sauna ritual masters, and like really stepping into that, and that's where the call is calling me, right? So um I guess maybe I guess I just want to share, stay in touch. I'll still be here on the YouTube. I I will be engaging and sharing on TikTok, but Meta, and I don't know if they're all intertwined or who owns what anymore, but I guess it's specifically the Meta vibratories, the Instagram and the Facebook that like I kind of want to detach from. You're all beautiful, my lovers. It's so true. Right. Seeing a higher perspective. Ooh, beautiful reflections. Right. Um, ooh, thank you for reflecting that. That's some subtlety for me of these are patterns, these are and anchor, because to me I'm seeing the communities like our hands on the ground, feet on the ground people, and the work that we're doing with the people in our environments, and then further afield, of course, in the quantum in these exchanges. But perhaps for some of us, it's still, or I speak for myself, I'm still having to really clarify the energy, and like purify and cleanse, and it's like not shopping, and certain things are just falling away, and eating really kind of just the whole foods, but like being in love with it all. And holy cow, like there's this sort of like primordial serpent energy coming through, and it's just like ah ma, and it's like I need to listen to that rather than uh, doom scrolling, listening to lots of voices. And yes, there's fascination in all of it, or like maybe intrigue or interest, but I'm not. I don't particularly see the value, certainly for those of us who are catching up to know the truth is from within us, and to want to listen to that as the prime time value, and know that the world around me is like magnetizing and metamorphing to heed and reflect that call, because so many of us, most of us, are here in service, right? In service to the planet Earth, and in service to the whole, truly, for a better world, for a more harmonious world, for a more abundant world, because it truly is abundant and infinite. And some of the like energies, and maybe that's the biofeedback loop, but some of the energies on the internet are just so dark, and in a sense potentially frightening, because there's still so much like in the head, right? And unless we drop into the heart and like full embodiment vibratories, it's time to ground, it's time to heal, it's time to like expand that loving quantum field and create and build our communities from the ground, right? And disengage from that that fearful rhetoric or control system, or people that are, it's just insane. I can't, it's like the words fail me. I don't even really know how to express that chaos. And yet I'll trust that the chaos is part of our evolution, and part of us all stepping in to these. Oh, oh, baby. Well, this is perfect timing. I'm super dupes appreciative of that reflection, Julie, my lover, my beautiful cupcake. Yeah, same. I kind of, even in the mental heart space, remind myself stay grounded, because even going way back to when we first met, I recognized that was an elevated state that I wasn't grounded, and came a crashing down, which was burnout and halashazam. So truly, the quietude. I live in the deep countryside, very quiet and earthy here. Um, Feet on the ground, listening to the body, right? It's all valuable lessons for all of us as we're shifting, right? As we're embodying these higher frequencies, or more expanded, more expanded energetics. And I would say you're already there as far as implementing the tools and the structures. So more silence, more just being with the earth, and like having to come off socials, or I think of the bare feet on the ground. I think of just being more connected to nature, slowing down, deepening our breath cycle. Um, so it's like an instantaneous shift into the body as well. which I think is just the shared experience of like a meditation experience, just keep coming back into the body, just keep coming back into the body, interrelating, noticing how the body feels in connection. Like I'm finding myself sleeping a lot. I'm in that situation where there's not that many people around me. It's not like I have children to tend to or anything. So having extraordinary amounts of compassion for self, um, to keep honing that loop, because I'm sure as well in the world you're doing good work in service, and I'm not sure if you're still working with the singing bowls and stuff like that, but earth energy, as it's winter time here in the UK, I made a big stew, which, man, I was, joking with a friend of mine about Dutch ovens because I haven't eaten so many beans. Well, oh, um, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa. So let's do a time warp. Holy Shazam. That's big news, isn't it? Wowzers. Yeah, so it's certainly people with children that can reflect to me that time has passed. Time has passed. Holy Shazam! Because your boys were little. Your boys were in my memory. They were little boys. Um, Not little. They weren't infants or anything. But 16. What? Did we do it? Is there a time lapse that I missed? Probably. I mean, fuck. I guess we've all just been our own like and trying to suss it out, and like straight up legit, the feminine, the female, the womb. There's some energetics going on that are just empowering with love, big time. Hence the dancing and the like this sort of shakti, which I know this is an aspect of my own integration, but like this primordial shakti energy is just like moving through, and I'm like, oh god, I have to honor that, and it's annoying as anything because it's ripping through my programming, which I'm happy to hold space for and see at this stage, right? Because I methinks it's happening to a lot of us right now, because of the polarity and the extremes that are sort of purging out in the collective, and then those of us that are feeling, we're having to be like, hold the space. Right, like hold the space, ground, share, and that's it. I simply wanted to share that with all y'all lovers, and thank you, Julie. Like the few times I've been going live here as well, it's been for self in community, because like the last time too, I had a little crew, and the people and the community held space, and then this is like same, it's like a divine feminine reflection, be like, I feel you, and there's that, like, and that's where I'm at too in my personal life, where it's my female, for the most part, female friends, and I have some divine masculines in my life as well, but the female friends who are just suddenly like, whoa, holy shit, whoa, what is this? Hence the grounding, right? Because it's earth high, and disengaging with some of the noise, because it's all head, and it's not anchored into anything particularly, and and there's lots of loops of people trying to figure it out, but like to me it's being magnetized through the embodiment and the beingness that we are, and all the integrative work that we've been doing. Holy cow, amazing. Is that why I feel like I'm back to where I was 8 years ago? Yeah. Plus there's astrological vibratories. It's taking us back, I think, to 2017. And you're not alone. Like, again, I'm still kind of holding space for my own reality, but like some females in particular are like, whoa, this is the same energy. This is how I felt back in 2017, I think. So it's like loops and patterns, and yet more integrated, more wisdom being held, more grounded, and then the work that's been done to continue to help us ground, right? Because it's like it's a fucking tsunami of energetic manifestations that are coming in. And of course, we've been through enough to know, like, oh, I don't want to burn out again. Oh, I don't want to collapse everything again. Or I don't want to have to go through that level of extremity. And yet, oh, allowing ourselves to expand to receive the manifestations of the Most High for the good of all, for it. And that's, I only speak for myself, and yet that's our permission slip coming from the heart to allow ourselves to be authentic to our own self, which, I think about even the eventuality of sharing some of the Shakti freedom dances with you guys and how much that, like, and yet that's where the call is coming to, and it's like I recognize there's a quantum healing transference, and the more we access those liberated states and share them into the field, that's part of the transference of the higher healed states of being in authenticity, in connection to cosmos, to earth, because it's all one, working sort of in tandem. And we're not here for no reason. And from my perspective, we're not here to be enslaved to forces that think we need to be enslaved or would enslave us, just out of their own lack, right? And or disconnection to the heart. People want to call whatever they want to call it, but the words are just words. And heart is the truth of earth, right? In her creative outpouring, and the cosmic divinity of how it all aligns and spirals around. We are that. We're not little robots. Empty vessel little meat suits, that's maybe what we were told, that's maybe what we were sold, and what some of us might have bought into a lot through generational trauma and, like, corrupted contract. But, like, those are just falling apart. It's just through our own, like, risings, those are just like cling, shattering away. We've broken free. So it's like this, like, I'm ready now. I'm ready for the next phase, my lovers. Hi, John. John, Julie, what a freaking divine pleasure. This perfect. See, if my client hadn't canceled, I probably wouldn't have gone live, and I'm so thankful. Oh, look, I have a zit thing. I can't really see it. That actually, these are juicy. This is one of those, like, clear stickers that you just put over a zit, and it, like, sucks all the growth. sorry guys. It's all divine, and yet holy fart and zits, we're here for it. Let's be human and dance together and rejoice in a beautiful unfolding amidst the chaos. And I'm gonna stop now because I'm just like, oh God, right? You beauty, you absolute gorgeous cupcake of the Most High. You guys, oh yeah, did I show you that? That's my recent book that I'm reading. It's also helpful for the reminder of the grounding, that the grounding is the body and stuff. Oh my God, I love you all. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. There's no more words, but holla Shazam. So much love for you. Big virtual hugs, little smoochies for you guys, because you deserve it. I mean, the whole world, gosh darn, deserves all the love, but let's keep it. Let's get us started. So it's called Chakras and the Vagus Nerve. Just another kind of cool interpretation of how to heal self. And you're working with the primary energetic centers, but how those centers connect to the vagus nerve, which is more of the kind of scientific aspect, then connects to our organ function and brain, heart, sacral, womb, gut instinct. It sort of ties a lot of stuff together, and I think it's just also connected to my personal path and also the healing work that I do with clients. So CJ Llewellyn, I want to say CJ Llewellyn, chakras and the vagus nerve. Check it out, my lovers. And have yourself a merry little Christmas. Don't, I said this yesterday in the share. Happy holidays. Look after yourselves. Look after your loved ones. May peace be with all of us. And yeah, let's keep riding the love wave. I, oh, it's all cringe over here. But have yourself the most magical day. I love you. Thank you for being here, you guys. We'll speak soon. Take care. Peace out.